welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new, and welcome or welcome back to the next episode in my entrepreneur series. Today I was trying to keep it under wraps in the first episode, but in this episode I'm going to be telling y'all what I'm going to be selling. I'm going to be selling lip gloss, but there's a lot of other details that I'm actually going to keep under wraps until, you know, later on down the line. Today I'm going to be experimenting with colors and flavors and trying to find the right mix of colors, you know what I'm saying? And I have a formula, but I just need to be able to replicate it over and over again. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Okay, I am back. And like I said, I have all this stuff behind me. I'll just go through really quick everything that I have, everything that I'm going to be using, just in case somebody that's watching is looking to start, or they're the same place as me or whatever, and they want to see like the kinds of stuff that you might need. So here I have a kitchen scale. I got this on Amazon. If I can remember, I'll link everything that I got down below. But I got a kitchen scale, and this has, well, it's upside down here, but it has different measurement units. It has, does it say on the back? It has grams, pounds, ounces, and milliliters. Next, I have this gloss base. Everybody knows, if you're any kind of way into making lip gloss, then you know TKB Trading is basically like the top place that people go to get gloss base. But there's also Get Suckered. They have gloss base now, and there's like places on Amazon or other places that you can get, but this is the one that I have, and I got this in the 3.5 pound bag, but you don't need necessarily that much. I just got this, you know, to experiment with. I have some pigments. I got these from Just Pigments, and I just got a few of the sample packs. I'm gonna try to make a pink color today. Also in here, this is a baby bottle cleaner, but I use this. You can use this to clean syringes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be filling up a tube in this video, or just like going through like making it and testing the consistency and stuff, but you can use this to clean syringes. I also have my oils, of course. Gloves, as always, because you have to be sanitary. And here I have some flavors. I actually got these flavors from a website called Wellington Fragrance. And they're nice. I just don't know if I'm gonna keep using these like when I start selling lip gloss, but they're really nice. I have strawberry, cherry, blueberry, French vanilla, and peach. Yeah. And in here, which I also got from TKB, I have some preservative. This is preservative cap 2, because I don't know if I read this somewhere, I watched in a video, but preservative cap 2 is good for oil-based stuff, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And preservative cap 5, I think, is for water-based stuff. I also have in these things some hydrogenated polyisobutene, which is basically, it makes your glosses more smooth. But it also, I think people also use this for a lip plumper. So if you use too much, which I have, and you put it in your formula, you use too much, and you put it on your lips will start to burn a little bit, and then they'll start to feel kind of numb. So be careful. And in here I also have some vitamin E. And lastly in here I have some measuring spoons. I have a bowl, and this is a glass bowl and a spatula. A lot of people that make videos on making lip gloss, they use like plastic Tupperware or styrofoam, and I just don't feel like that's the best. I mean, if it works for them, it works for them, but I personally wanted to use glass because I feel like it could be more sterile. You know, when you make some spaghetti or something like that, and you put it in a plastic Tupperware, it like stains it. Plastic basically like holds on to whatever was in there. So that's why I didn't want to do that. I also have some alcohol. This is the this is 70% alcohol. That's the highest concentration that I could find. I actually got this from Dollar Tree, but yeah. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is sanitize my work surface with the alcohol. I am just experimenting today. Like, I'm not making ones that I'm gonna sell, but I still want to make sure the area is clean. Okay, now I'm going to place my scale, and my hands are clean, so I'm gonna put my gloves on. The reason that I'm using a scale is because a lot of the videos that people make of making lip gloss online on YouTube, people don't use measurements, and I guess like a lot of people say they've been doing it for so long that they just know, and I mean that's cool, I guess, but that creates inconsistencies within your products. One batch is not going to be the exact same as the other one. It might look the same, and it even might feel the same, but if you don't use measurements, then it's not the same. I'm also going to sanitize this bowl. But yeah, like I was saying, if you don't use measurements, it's not the same. Each gloss is going to be, well, each batch is going to be different. Now, as far as the formula, like even if you have measurements but it's not in percents, y'all, I've been doing a lot of research. I've been learning a lot. If it's measurements, then like in the video that I watched, I believe the girl is a cosmetic chemist. She was just making so many good points. If it has measurements, then it's a recipe. But if it has percents like that, as a formula like that, then it's a formula. If you're first starting off, you don't know like where to start, and you just start with measurements, that's better than starting with not measuring. Not taking shots at anybody who does that or anything, but I think it's better to have at least measurements so you can make sure that you're making the same amount of things. My sister sent me a TikTok of this girl who makes lip gloss, and she makes the formula some kind of other way, and that's what I'm going to try to do today. I've never done it before, so we're going to be learning how to do it together. So basically, she weighed the tube. Hopefully y'all can see. She weighed the tube while it was empty and while it was full, and basically you subtract the weight of the full tube. You subtract the weight of the empty tube from the weight of the full tube, and then you multiply the amount of tubes that you're making by, okay, so I don't know what these abbreviations mean, but I understand basically like what she did. So the full tube minus the empty tube, the weight, gets you AG, whatever that means. And you take whatever amount of tubes that you're making and multiply that by AG, and that will give you your total batch weight. I'm gonna show y'all a website that y'all can go to, because after you figure out your total batch weight, and she did it in grams. This is just the example that she wrote. She did it in grams. Then you use your formula with the percents, and you measure out everything like that by the weight. And there's a website. It's called Wholesale Supplies Plus, and they have a batch size calculator. Just Google batch size calculator and it'll come up. And there's also another one that I just found, makingcosmetics.com, where you can input what ingredient you're trying to do and the weight, and it'll give you that in like ounces, grams, stuff like that. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if exactly what I said was right, but I'm gonna show y'all anyway, so yeah. But if y'all watched my last video, y'all know this is the notebook that I use. For the sake of the video, use this notebook just as like a blank sheet. And if y'all are getting antsy to see me making lip gloss, just know that there's more that goes into making lip gloss than just getting started. You have to know, especially if you want to sell, like if you're just making it for yourself, then that's fine. But if you want to sell it, then you have to make sure that everything's going to be the same. So that's why I really want to stress having a formula. I'm going to be making 5 tubes. Full tube, weight 17 grams. Empty tube is 4 grams. And this is for a squeeze tube. I know it's going to be flipped for y'all, but I'm making 5 tubes, so I wrote that down. The full tube weight is 17 grams. empty tube weight is 4 grams. So I'm gonna do the full tube minus the empty tube equals AG. Like I said, I don't know what that is, but so the full tube is 17 minus 4 equals 13 grams. And then I'm gonna multiply 5 times 13, because you multiply the amount that you're making times the number that you got of the full tube minus the empty tube. 5 times 13, 65. The total batch weight is going to be 65 grams. That's the total. So from here, I have to go into the batch size calculator and fill in all my ingredients and the percents that I have them at for my formula. Okay, so I'm going to start with my gloss base. Next, I'm going to put in my vitamin E. So after you do that, make sure you get a scale that has a tare option. Then you can press tare, and even though like the stuff is already on here, it'll go back to 0, so you can measure what you're putting in next. Okay, next I'm going to put in my preservative. I wish this preservative was in a better thing, because you don't need that much of it, but it comes out really easy. Yeah, see, that's all I needed. Okay, now I'm gonna put my oils. Now for the hydrogenated polyiso. Now for the flavoring oil. This is strawberry. Okay, so this is my base formula without any colors or anything. So I'm gonna mix this up, and then I'm going to test it a little bit on my lips before I add the pigment. Okay, I think this is mixed to a good consistency. Okay, so this is the first pigment. I think I want to start with the biggest one. I always try to level off your spoons, so you know exactly how much you're using. This color is so pretty. I don't know if y'all can really see. This color is so pretty. So now that I have basically the base color, I'm gonna test out, like I said, my hands are clean. I'm gonna test out how this other pink looks on my arm, just so I can kind of get an idea of how it might look when I add it. If I add it, this one is more white and this one is more pink. So I think I might add a little bit of each of those. And also when you're experimenting, even if it's just an experiment, write down how much of what you're putting in. I don't know if y'all can see like how it actually looks. I think it's really pretty. I kind of want to add a little bit of gold, or maybe I'm gonna look through these inference colors. So to the main batch, I'm gonna add some of this gold. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Okay, so now that I think I found the color that I like, I'm going to try it on my lips. Now I'm gonna try the last one with the Gold Sparkle. I really feel like this one is going to be my favorite. This one is my favorite. I feel like in this one you can see the pink more and the gold, which is nice. Alright, y'all, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank y'all for watching. If you made it to the end, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed, give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below what other colors y'all want me to try. Comment down below if you're starting your own business or you have your own business or whatever, you know. Remember to subscribe because there'll be more episodes coming. There's going to be more videos coming, more entrepreneur episodes, just everything. So make sure you subscribe and put the bell notification on. And I will see y'all in my next video.
Warriors around, don't get caught in the mosh pit. Fuel to the fire, ain't nobody can stop it. Trouble in my city, but you know I'm across it. Got a 40 on my hip and I'm liable to spark it.